riding on the edge of the great high plains. We were whipped by the wind, pushed by the rain.
Welcome to Out and About with Iowa's Naturalists. My name is Andrea Porter and work with Monona County Conservation Board in Ottawa, Iowa. We are located just south of Sioux City. Monona County has some hidden gems in both geological and scenic beauty here at Whiting Woods County Park. Most of Monona County is situated in the heart of the Loess Hills Formation. The Loess Hills are located east of the Missouri River Valley, ranging 1 to 15 miles away. They cover 7 counties north and south, starting in Plymouth County and ending in Fremont County in Iowa. Murray Hill in nearby Harrison County is the highest hilltop at 350 feet above the floodplain. You can best experience the hills by traveling the Loess Hills Scenic Byway with 220 miles of unique vistas and winding tree-lined roads. What are the Loess Hills and why are they so unique? The Loess Hills are comprised of wind-blown deposits that were formed in the last ice age. Glaciers would grind the rock below into a dust called glacier flour. As the area warmed up, the glaciers receded and the dust dried. Strong winds picked up the dust and blew it into hilly formations. This type of silt dries hard, but when water runs over top, the loess particles break apart, causing steep cliffs due to erosion. Locals that live in the hills called it sugar clay. Due to the instability of these soils, the Loess Hills have been nicknamed the Fragile Giants. The word loess is derived from the German word Luss, L-U-S-S, meaning loose. This is exactly what the loess soils are. The Loess Hills are so unique because this is the only place in North America that it can be found. There are only small pockets in Germany and China. In China, loess is highly transformed due to their farming practices. In this area, we are striving to protect what loess is not under the plow or under parking lots and buildings. The Loess Hills are not only a geological wonder, but also are home to tall grass prairies and oak savannas. This soil deposit has excellent fertility for plant growth. In the spring, there is an eye-popping show of native wildflowers and tall prairie grasses. The dry, sandy soils of the Loess Hills supports a desert plant called the yucca. This is the farthest east the plant can grow. As you look at these panoramic views, you get a sense of how interconnected plants and animals live in harmony in the hills. Here is a poetic reading about the Loess Hills from a writer, John Price, who resides in this unique geologic wonderland.
The precipice down which they climbed was itself a manifestation of the eons. 10,000 years ago, a mighty river of ice moved through this very land, scouring its crust, pulverizing boulders into dust that now felt to touch like powder. Hurricane winds lifted that dust into flight before catching on the edge of the then infant river Missouri, piling higher and higher, and creating the sacred immensities on which they now tread, the Loess Hills. It is a place of deep magic, believed by native ancients to harbor spirits and hold fast a sun bridge on which the victorious dead, perhaps Wabanzi himself, travel west into the afterlife. Though the hills run the full length of Iowa's boundary land, they are alone in the world, their only kin to be found in China along the Yellow River. But those hills have been much diminished in their battle with humankind. Here, though, in Iowa, the dust still stands tall, with pride free of boast.
Riding on the edge of the great high plains, we were whipped by the wind, pushed by the rain. So who cried love in the middle of the night? Who sang the song Bad Moon on the Rise? As sweet as a barn owl searching for a dove, I was running through the woods looking for love. Came upon a clearing, or it came upon me. I snagged my shirt on a honeysuckle tree. There's wood smoke drifting in the middle of the night, kissed by the breeze in the pale moonlight. Riding on the edge of the great high plains, we were whipped by the wind, pushed by the rain. So darling, won't you dance with me long after dark by the shagwood tree? Let the barn dance come off of the hitch. Let it roll down the road till it lands in a ditch. Riding on the edge of the great high plains, we were whipped by the wind, pushed by the rain. Whipped by the wind, pushed by the rain.
Thank you for joining us and learning about the Loess Hills. If you would like to learn more, please contact me.
It was all the rage, a big bonfire like goldfinches sitting on an old barbed wire. Gather around the flames in a pickup trucks. I was in an old Buick, but I didn't mind much.